Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Crazy Mike. You know what the hell we're going to do. Whatever crazy shit we feel like doing. Yo, 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 yo. Should be this one here. All right. We should have some sound. I don't know how that goes. Any echoes or anything. All right. Yo, 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 yo. Boom. All right. Today we're going to make some brine for the turkey. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy, Mike. All right. So, first thing we need to do is put in our salt, our sugar, our ginger, our bay leaves, our cloves. I use regular pepper, not peppercorns, and allspice. 8 cups of water or apple juice. And stir to combine, bring to a boil. All right, so we have our salt, 2/3 cup of salt. We have our ginger. It says you can use whole ginger. Again, I just use Regular pepper, bay leaves, sugar, got some coffee, calls for 6 whole cloves, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6 whole cloves. And then it calls for allspice berries crushed. Now you can find allspice and shit out there. I gotta crush mine up quick. So I just get out the cutting board, slap them down on the cutting board, get out my mallet, chicken beater. And give them a quick slashing. Yeah. Woo-hoo. And dump them in there too. Throw your bag away. Reread everything. Salt, sugar, ginger, bay leaves, cloves, pepper, berries, and 8 cups of apple juice. 8 cups of apple juice. And now I'm going to watch that happen like magic. All right, we turn our shit on. So it'll come to a boil. Mixer. So I want everything to be just mix. So you get all your sugar broke down, all your salt, all your spices. It says in a 3 to 4 quart saucepan, put in your ingredients: salt, sugar, ginger, bay leaf, cloves, peppercorns, and allspice. Add your 8 cups of apple cider or juice and stir to combine. Bring to a boil over medium heat, stirring until the salt and sugar have dissolved. Boil for 3 minutes, then remove from heat. Add 4 cups of cold water and stir. Set aside to cool. Now as that heats up, throw a lid on it. Get rid of this crap. We will switch over while that is heating up to our KitchenAid, where we will add 1 cup sugar, 1 cup oil, 1 egg, and a paddle, and cream. Oil, sugar, egg, and vanilla. sugar cookie. So we'll cream that up a minute. Then we're going to add in the rest of our ingredients, which is flour, baking soda, and baking powder. About 3 cups of flour. You just want to cream it, get it mixed together. You beat it for a while. The more you beat it, the more it incorporates. The more air it puts into it, the more fluffy and shit, yeah. Don't forget we gotta keep stirring, we gotta keep stirring, we gotta keep stirring. You can use a regular saucepan for this, but when you go to add that 4 cups of ice water, it fills it up. All right. Turn that down. We add in our flour and shit. Alright, so we mix this together. Low and slow to start. And as that's mixing, we'll add 1 cup of milk. I won't put this recipe in the description or any place else. You got what you're getting for this recipe. The other one is on the screen. You can take it out that book all you want. This recipe is used for other things. Looks like I'll need a little more flour. Let's see. Just whipped up. And that's it. That's sugar cookies. And while we're at it, we'll have a little lunch. I know it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. But we'll have some pizza. From one of our favorite pizza shops called Caruso's. They're in Silver Spring, PA. Give a try. Nope, they didn't pay me shit. I didn't ask them either. Well, they just marketing promotion. Why? Because I will throw names out there. I don't care. Don't like it, don't like it. As we see, she's thickening up a little bit. So after you whip it for a little while, it's still a little runny. I'll let her sit for a little bit to determine. Where is my scraper? There it is. Make sure you scrape it. Your sides and shit. Some pizza. Make sure you got all the flour and shit off the sides, off the bottom. My sugar cookie recipe away. That little bit, I'll make a dozen or so, a little more. Could make 2 dozen. Well, I used to make this recipe. Yeah, a little more. All right. And now we just need this to boil. Keep stirring. You should smell it. It smells awesome while you're making it. Do not try to taste it. Wow, got so much damn sugar in or salt in it. It's gonna taste like the ocean. Now, the way I make it, because I do not use unsweetened apple juice, your end product could end up with a sweet taste. So the recipe does call for unsweetened apple juice, or cut out a little bit of sugar because you add sugar to it. Or you could even try it with just a sweetened apple juice and see what flavor that too. As my boy Jean Pierre would say, when it comes to sweet and sour, you want a one-on-one. I don't know what the ratio is, but let's say if we're going to use half a cup of sugar, a teaspoon or 2 of vinegar to counteract. It doesn't sour it, and it makes the sweet more complex. Is that not correct, John? And now I could cover that back up, let that boil. It'll boil faster, but then, you don't get to see it on the video as well. I got no watches. Now we go get the turkey. Like everybody else, turkey was free. What do you mean like everybody else? Well, let your local grocery stores run points programs and shit. Shop here, get points. Okay, well that's turkey. It cost me 400 points. And I think when I got the 400 points, it only cost me like $20. I earned the 400 points. I bought the stuff like $20. And I got the free turkey. $20. You know how that goes. I don't normally keep this stuff. And analyzers and shit. I did forget one thing. Hell. Ugh. Clean the turkey. Clean the turkey. Right, at least rinse it off. Right. Oh yeah, we're starting to go out. All right, then you get yourself a turkey bag. You need them both. Believe me, you need them both. All right, as that's heating. All right, let that drain off. And just let her go. She'll boil when she boils. The longer she simmers and goes, the more flavor she draws out of everything. And the more banging it makes your turkey. I'm telling you. Trust me. Yeah, see, and that's going to be great. That, yeah. Sugar cookies. They'll be perfect. Now we take one turkey bag. Take the other turkey bag, put it inside the first turkey bag. I need to get it open. And do the same with that one. Right, and you bag your turkey. Right. For this, there's nothing special you have to do. Get it in the bag. Make sure it's standing up. Now, before you get your brine done and ready to go in, you need to have a couple oranges. All right, take two oranges, cut them into quarters, and shove them inside of your turkey. Okay, remember, turkey's not, we haven't seen that yet. It is in its bag now, rinsed, ready to go. And shove those orange quarters down in that cavity. Use two oranges. Now you could add an onion or anything else you wanted. It doesn't call for one. Now we just now she just starting to boil. Good, good, good. Remember, the longer she boils, the better your house smells. You get all that apple and spice and stuff rolling through your house. So the longer it goes, the better your house smells. But the more flavor you're going to incorporate. Now it says boil that and let that boil for 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to get ice water. So cubes. We put ice cubes in our measuring cup. We fill our measuring cup up. 4 cups. Four cups of ice water. Right. Yeah. She's putting away good. How long does it take to do this, Mike? I don't know. We've been live 35 minutes so far. So it's taking 35 minutes. All right. We can pop the oven on to bake at 350 and start that. For what? Our cookies. Put our mixer away. Prepare to start making our cookies. Camera here a little bit. Go look for the cookie maker. The what? The cookie maker. Melon baller. It's just a melon baller. Yeah, I use melon baller to make my cookies. It's perfect. But I gotta get my cooling areas. Take my cooling rack and I clean off my coffee table, put a towel on my coffee table, then put the cooling rack on top of the towel. And I use my coffee table in the living room as a cooling table. I mean, I can keep doing shit in the kitchen and shit like that. Yeah. We're gonna do this again. I gotta get out my baking sheet. Here's my Curtis Stone baking sheet. Now, before we get to dipping cookies, we need. Do we have sprinkles or anything we want to throw on them? Just regular sugar. Just going to do regular sugar and maybe some gold sprinkles. So what we do is we get out a bowl. Longaberger, Curtis Stone, KitchenAid. Unlike anybody else, I use the same stuff y'all use. So put some sugar in a bowl. Put some sugar in a bowl. And come over here quick. Right. Now, the person I got the recipe from says baking time is like 14 minutes. I do 5 and 5. You see, just sprinkle a little sugar on. There we go. That's a sugar cookie. You could use these for whoopie pies. You could change the color, different flavors. What do you mean? Well, let's say you want to change the color of your cookies. Just use a little food coloring. Right? Take your batter, whatever batter you have, put it out into different cups, and then use different color food coloring, and you have different color cookies. Add flavors instead of just vanilla. It's a little harder that way because you're adding flavors later, but you can make smaller batches. Like if you want to double the amount of cookies I'm going to make one batch walnut flavor, one batch vanilla, where it says use vanilla. Change that up for a different extract. Make it a different flavor. So now when you use the orange food dye, you use orange flavoring. Your actual cookie tastes like an orange. So we're 43 minutes in. We're boiling pretty good. Yes, it is boiling. You don't have to bring this rolling. Nah. I mean, if you want it to boil a little more, turn your heat up. But I do it this way every year. Never lets me down. Now we'll put this on a little bit. Help conserve that moisture in there, which will now put the heat back into the moisture droplets falling down, which will help heat it up a little more. Yeah, when you make those simmer pots in your house, basically you're making brine. All right. So we drop our shits in. I tend to only want to use that cookie sheet. The other one has ridges in it and it tends to stick. So now there, we're boiling good. 3 minutes. So 5 minutes for the timer for the cookies. They are finally boiling. cups of ice water. Remove it from the heat as it cools down. We just let it cool now. And it'll take about an hour. Yeah. We got this batch of cookies coming out. Now I'll make more cookies than that, but we're out as soon as what we do is we take as it cools down. It's very salty. That's how it should taste. Which means it's not too sweet. That's how you know you can put the full amount of sugar in there, which I do, and use regular apple juice. Not adding any extra sweet to it. So then what I'll do is I'll take that and I'll dip it in my, pour it in my bag. I'm going to pour it in my bag. Let me seal the bag. We'll get that yet. I might get 2 batches of cookies. That settles down. Cools off. Then when you're down far enough, you kind of dump it in. Just take your pot. Make sure you get all your spices out of your pot. Right now, 5 minutes. If I had 2 in there, I would switch them. I'd move the rackets around. If not, so I just check them. 5 minutes. Oh, they're looking good. Another 3. 5 had to be 8 minutes. And whatever I determine the cook time is for the first set, that's what they all are. So if I open that door at 8 minutes, it looks like it needs more time, I'll put it in for 2 more minutes. That'll pretty much set it at a 10-minute cook time. And it'll be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. If I had 2, I would split it 5 minutes. You just flip your upper and bottom. Make sure you squeeze as much of the air out of your bag as you can. The inner bag. You twist her up. Try to keep her sealed. Put your cookies are done at 8 minutes. Timer off. Ooh. Sugar cookies. Nice, nice, nice. Right. Now that your turkey's all taken care of, all in your bag, all brined up. Put it in your fridge. Rotate it once a day. Keep flipping it. Now the recipe there in the book says 24 hours. It'll be in there for a couple of days. I'll go get my roasting pan. Put it in a tin or a roasting pan or something. That's in case it leaks. You don't want that all over your. And I suggest you start it breast side down. You want that breast meat to suck up as much of it as you can. And then into your fridge. You gotta make room. Ah. All right, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe. 2 minutes yet. We'll give it an hour and we'll call it a day. So 1 hour prep time. In that 1 hour, you can make your brine, bag, clean your turkey, and make a batch of sugar cookies. Like I said, just eat. They already made a dozen. I got at least a dozen left in there. First 2 dozen. I think I used to get 4.5, almost 5 dozen. Depends on how big you make your cookies. It's all dependent. So you can sprinkle, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like this batch. Glitter gold. Don't have to be much. Eight minutes. All right. Appreciate it. So come on back.